2, 3. Unapod. I'm sorry I don't speak Hungarian yet so much, and it looks like this is only me from the rest of the entertainment you're gonna have today. So for the next 20 minutes I will give you a little bit of the update about what is going on with the artificial intelligence at Intel, with the context, of course, of the security and the data. I hope you will enjoy. So presentation is called Bringing AI Everywhere.
At Intel, it all starts with a spark, a vision to ignite change. AI is already part of our everyday lives, and the need for fast decision-making and powerful AI is increasing across all industries. It's why we're bringing AI everywhere, ensuring more transparency, trust, and access so everyone benefits. Our open standards and software model makes it easy for developers to write code once and deploy it anywhere. And our suite of AI-powered hardware allows our partners to deploy AI at scale faster than ever, bringing AI to the edge and transforming entire industries. Moving the world forward starts with open access to AI. It starts with tackling the biggest challenges, and it starts with improving the life of every person on the planet. It starts with Intel.
Artificial intelligence is everywhere, and this is basically part of our life, which is expanding very, very fast. And unfortunately, we will not escape from the artificial intelligence. And if you think you are not using AI today, you are wrong, because basically if you will launch Microsoft Teams or Zoom and you have this isolation of the person or the noise isolation, there is an AI technology behind it. And AI is transforming our life, and this is basically something which every public stock exchange company board of directors thinking about it. More than 50% of the CEOs, they have AI strategy, because there is civilization growth, right? I mean, there's lots of the expectation that AI will help to grow the company, will help to be competitive, but also if you will not do the AI, then your competition will be more competitive than you. And companies are thinking about the implementation of the AI, but AI is nothing new. This is there is no magic there. There is a database. You need to have a data, you need to clean that data, you can ruggedize the data, you can expand. There is very simple but very costly thing. Now, from the technological perspective, from the AI, I don't know if you know, but from the AI sorry, it works. Doesn't work on this, sorry. From the AI, this would work. Oh, it works, thank you. From the AI perspective, we know how to do AI 50 years ago as a civilization. So it was at the very beginning machine learning. We take the data, we have a machine learning of that data, system is educating, is learning about the data, we can use it. And at the beginning it was demand forecasting, classifications, recommendations, or something about that. Then the scientific says, okay, actually we could have something deeper, like deep learning. So basically we can have a farther deeper learning of the data, cut that data into the tokens, and find the correlative between the tokens, and find the probability of the usage of the data or the tokens within. And then there was an explosion of several chatbots. One of the chatbots is ChatGPT. Do you know ChatGPT? This is a company from OpenAI. ChatGPT, roughly of estimation, is they have about 4% of worldwide AI market. Just 4%, but everybody knows about the ChatGPT. But there are plenty of the chatbots. There was a medical image diagnosis. There was a CV quality detection. Medical image diagnosis, this is something important because it helps doctors to identify something is wrong. I don't know, I came from Poland, and I don't know how about Hungary, but in Poland there is a law which, for example, if the person has a job of being aircraft engineer, the person can work for 4 days, they need to rest, can work for 9 months, they then need to rest. Why? To avoid doing mistakes, right? When repairing the airplanes. How about the doctors? don't know how about Hungary, but in Poland they are working for 12 or 14 days. So this is, from civilization perspective, is something wrong here. AI really can help here. So this was a deep learning. Then it was generative AI. So actually we can train the system to generate something, generate the picture, the video, the code. You remember a long time ago, I think it was like 12 years ago, Barack Obama, a deepfake video, like, you know, there was looking like Barack Obama, but wasn't Barack Obama. These days, this is very, very easy to do. And then basically we can have a pure path to something which is called AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. So the situation where we could actually use AI everywhere. There are some scientists which they are saying that AI today is on the level of the human brain of 3 years old child. I disagree, because maybe in perception of the certain tasks you can do, but human brain is much wider than that. There is intuition, there is a correlation, not only based on the facts, etc., etc. From Intel perspective, AI is such a big growth of the civilization that it needs to be done very carefully. There are challenges like the complexity, challenges about the costs. There is like 3 years ago, there was a huge cost to learn, to have a machine learning of the database. If some of you would like to do their own LLM, large language model, there are the costs running in millions of dollars. But today is not necessarily needed, because you can take pre-trained a model and you can add the data to that model. Now, there is a challenge regarding the data security and the privacy and human impact. Human impact, because as every civilization revolution, and AI is civilization revolution, it will change the demand of the jobs. The jobs as a worldwide, some of the jobs will be less demanded, some of the jobs will be higher demanded. For example, in IT, there are some programmers which are not needed so much. There are some programmers which are needed much bigger. But data security and privacy, this is a challenge, because today we could have within the company, take the, for example, ChatGPT or any other chatbot, take the data to that system, give the system access to the data, all the files, all the documentation, contracts, emails, presentations, and system will learn very quickly how to help us, right? Write emails the way we write emails, analyze the contracts we have, analyze the financial situation. However, do we want to have sent that data to the public cloud? Do we want to teach open, let's say, the public cloud ChatGPT about our company data? Not necessarily. If there is a company which produces the, let's say, plastic forms, then there will be other company which produce plastic forms, will ask this chatbot, hey, what is the best methodology of doing that and that? They will get it. So there is a challenge, and right now all market is expanding towards the AI to have servers on premise inside the company to secure the data inside, not to do it on the cloud. Bringing AI everywhere from Intel perspective is to accelerate innovation, maximize value, stay secure and responsible, and develop and run everywhere. So let's create a technology which will not be tied to the proprietary software, proprietary solution. Let's create technology which will be based on open standards, which will be scalable from the client through the small server, bigger server, or the data center. And it's all about also innovation regarding the software. I don't know if you know, but Intel has more than 20,000 software developers. Is it 20,000 a big number? OpenAI, you remember probably October, November last year, the president of the OpenAI, ChatGPT, Mr. Sam Altman, has been fired by board of directors and moved for 4 days to Microsoft. You remember that? Capitalization of Microsoft raised up for $63 billion. It shows also that how emotional financial market is these days. But then he came back because all of the employees of OpenAI wrote a letter asking him to come back. And this was 700 people. OpenAI is 700 people. Intel is investing a lot in the factories and also into the software development. This is also about maximizing value. So AI is not the solution in a box. If you would be a shoe seller, you would go to the shoe distributor, you will pick up, kind of the shoes, different colors, different forms, sizes. You will show your customers, hey, why don't you try that shoes? Good. Okay, why don't you buy? AI is completely different. AI is not ready to use solution except some of the application, but if you implement the AI inside the corporate, you need to know what you want, you need to know the data, you need to have a data, clean the data. Clean the data is important because, I don't know how about you, but I have teenagers at home, and they believe in everything what is written on internet, yeah? And they tend to not to read deeply inside. So if you will fulfill AI model with not clean data, you will have not clean results. You may struggle with hallucination of the models, stuff like that. But everything is doable if you will do that very, very carefully. So why don't you try to do it, start on the client basis and maybe expand. Stay secure and responsible, because we are touching the ethics. We are touching the data, which might be sensitive. We are talking about the generative AI. So very easily to generate, well, myself on the TV talking about something which I never talk, right? So this is a sensitive thing. And because we are talking about the AI, we need to talk about the securing of the data which are on the server, on the go, inside the computers, inside the client systems as well. So we are talking a lot about the security of the data to avoid situation where we don't trust the system to apply to the data. This is a challenge. Now we are talking about deploy and run everywhere based on the standards, like the OpenVINO, run everywhere in the cloud, AI PC, edge, or data center, and protect all the aspects of it. From Intel perspective, Intel has a full stack of the portfolio solutions which are able to provide such a support on the industry itself, like the AI applications and the software, like the hybrid AI usage. So we are talking about the AI which is going to be used in the hybrid cloud. So some of the data, okay, this is okay to send it in the cloud. Some of the data will be based on the premise that we have under the control sensitiveness of the data, especially within the how the company works. And within the different market segments, data center, networking, client, edge, everything needs to be based on the scalable open standards, industry standards. So we are able to ramp it up or scale whatever our company grows, not being tied to the proprietary solution. And of course, we talk about the leadership, about ethics as well. So how Intel do that from the product positioning? Intel has plenty of the solutions from top to bottom, and this year, actually, we have this conversation over there that since October last year till end of this year, Intel will launch largest amount of the new products and technologies ever in the history in terms of the speed. Data center CPUs, like less than every year. Client CPUs, mobile, desktop, very, very fast. To provide solution which will be comprehensive, from the cloud enterprise to the client workstation, regarding model creation, training, fine-tuning, deployment. I'm not sure if you know about how this works. So basically you have the data, you train the data. So this is something called a learning process. Then when you use that data, you are asking the system by prompts to provide you the results, and this is called inferencing, right? With the large language model like the ChatGPT, you are asking, hey, ChatGPT, tell me about all historical battles in the medieval times, and this is called inferencing. But in the video surveillance, the training would be to train the model about how to identify the object, the car, the person, the path of the road, and the inferencing will be in the lifetime how to identify that that person is actually going away from that path and that car is going to hit that person. So this is inferencing and the training. And we are talking about the different methodologies we are using over here, different technologies or like the PyTorch or the DirectML, different one, and Intel needs to support all of that. This is about the open standards we are using over there. Now, from the portfolio perspective, full stack. From the software perspective, this is support on for the software vendors, software developers, about creating the software solution. For the Gaudi, for the GPU Xeon. Gaudi, these are specialized deep learning and training accelerators. We are talking about $50,000 plus solutions, so for those who have a larger database. GPU, so there is this much more flexible solution in terms of for those situations, particular when there is inferencing for the video, like the video surveillance, like the video transmission, or the VDIs itself. And general purpose, like the Xeons, and also the client. Just a couple of days ago, Intel has launched the new CPUs for the AI PC. And this needs to be scalable from the client through the data center. And imagine that, for example, data center CPUs from beginning of that year are 14 times, not 14%, 14 times faster than the CPUs 2 years ago in the data center, in terms of the training, in terms of the also inferencing. That's why you don't need these days to have a huge data center to do your own AI. You take the pre-trained model, you put 1 or 2 socket solution based on the Xeon 5th generation, and you can run with pretty large models of the, let's say, couple of billion parameters. Hybrid AI, seamless edge to cloud coordination. We expect to have a much growth of the edge computing in general. Edge computing will evolve from edge type of the devices, which will be like desktop, to the edge type to the devices like the server. Basically, edge means to compute the data closer either to the source they've been created or to the recipient needs to be delivered the data. And it has been launched the new Core Ultra processor. Last year, the first version. Couple of days ago, the second version, which they have a GPU, NPU, and CPU, so 3 engines to do the AI on local PC. Why? Because we want to have AI running closer to the person, right? To do something more on the client, not every time send it to the server. There is a networking issue, there is a security issue. Not everyone wants to have it. Software portfolio, which, by the way, maybe for some of you, those logotypes are not familiar. But for the AI market, these are the key players on the AI market. This also shows how the IT market, how the IT business, how fast is change right now happening. So these are the key players in terms of the AI. We are talking about the software portfolio to support engineering data, create models, optimize and deploy models, one API to create easy to do the APIs, cloud enterprise client workstations, and the edge. Developer Cloud, another solution launched by Intel 2.5 years ago, but actually this year is the biggest usage of it. This is basically, you can register for free. There are also paid version. You could test your own model, your own AI solution based on the servers, let's say, exposed to you by Intel, to test how much performance you need, is it compatibility okay, etc. Plenty of the solution over there. AI on the PC, huge growth from perspective of the market segment. Right now we have the photo editing and video editing software, which is already using the AI in the wide range, I would say. There is a mainstream gaming, there is a text to image, streaming, productivity, accessibility, lots of the opportunities. Why Intel has done it, building AI PC for every mobile computer launch since November last year, to quickly deploy worldwide high number of the PCs which will be AI ready. Last time Intel did it was 2005. Do you remember Centrino? So before Centrino there was no Wi-Fi. What Intel did, launched Centrino worldwide in massive scale. And immediately after 2 years there was plenty of the Centrino clients. And it was okay to install the routers, install the Wi-Fi networks. This is called, let's say, industry change. This is why Intel is doing right now industry change, investing a lot into the AI PC, launching this across all the clients, also the edge, because we want to do more and more calculation, data creation, and also calculation of the data at the edge, like the healthcare, like on the operation room, retail, live, to identify who is approaching to what from the customer perspective, and analyze the customer behaviors as well. And AI innovation across the data center from the different market segments: education, health, finance, retail, government, etc. There are plenty right now. There's plenty of models which are already pre-trained You don't have to build your own model. You basically, once again, take that model, add to the data, place it within your company, and you have your own AI solution. Now, couple of for the last key products happening right now. So Intel launched Xeon 6 processor, efficient core, Xeon 6 processor, the performance core. This is going to be launched actually in couple of weeks, and also specialized accelerator. Intel is investing a lot in the new factories, 2 new factories in the United States, doubling capacity in Ireland, new factory in Germany and Poland. Basically, this is about 3 times more production capacity for the next couple of years, and investing a lot in the new products for the AI.
Where do world-changing ideas get their start?
At Intel, it's a passion to reimagine what's possible
and a platform to build what's next.
Empowering those with disabilities starts with assistive AI.
Discovering new galaxies starts with supercomputing.
The intelligent factory starts with edge analytics.
The sustainable supply chain starts with open manufacturing.
And that's just the start.
The quantum revolution.
The next generation of AI experts.
The renewable energy grid.
Liquid cooling data centers.
Early diagnosis for cancer.
Water restoration.
Protecting farms.
It all starts with Intel.
The solutions are countless.
The impacts are endless.
But the foundation is always the same.
It starts with Intel.
Any question? No question? Köszönöm. Thank you very much.